Hello, gang. Today we're here to make another video and to see what is coming through today. Let's see. So today, I think it's nice to speak about uh, nature. Nature's, fantastic. I have a, a window here in the place where I'm currently staying, and there's a river in the distance that you can see, and the river banks. There's a garden, there's lots of grass and plants and big trees and different birds. I can see the sky. It's stormy today, clouds and sunshine poking through. And I've been in this place now for um, a month, and I'm really happy and excited that I'm here. It's in the south of the Netherlands, near Maastricht, a place I wouldn't normally go. I'm more from the middle of the Netherlands. I used to being there, staying there in cities like The Hague or Amsterdam. But this time I chose on a gut feeling to be here in this in this in this house, and I had an intuitive feeling that it was going to be good for me, but I wasn't aware of the amount of nature that I have access to here, and it makes me happy to be in nature, to to feel nature close, to see animals, to see greenery, to be able to step outside and walk next to the river. And there's also forests near here that I go to just wander in, and it's nice. It's it's healing. It's just the feeling of coming home and being uh, cared for by Mother Nature. Mother Nature provides us with so much. If you think about it, everything is coming from Mother Nature. We are part of Mother Nature. We're not separate, but also all the material things that we use, the laptops, the clothes, the buildings, cars, all these metals, fabrics, cotton, wool, cement. It's all, coming from nature. Nature provides, nature um, helps uh, us humans create the things that we wish to create. It couldn't have existed without a Mother Nature. And so Mother Nature that provides unconditionally. And she just gives and gives and doesn't ask, for anything in return. It's beneficial to be aware of the role that Mother Nature plays in our life, and also how you can not only use it as a resource to create, material things that help us do things in the world and create futures. But it's also a place, that you can return to when the going gets too much or tough, or you're tired or hurting, or there's pain or stress or tension. And there's nothing like, going to a forest or swimming in the sea, laying in the sand. If you're stressed out or tired or have had a long day, or things are, generally going bad for you. And you all have had this experience of, being inside nature and then feeling replenished, healed, assisted, more balanced, and connected to yourself. It creates equilibrium and brings you back to, your baseline, calm and peaceful energy. Everything is energy. Everything emits an energy, and the energy of Mother Nature, of things like, trees or plants, and they or the sea, and they emit a very strong and pure, uh, calming, peaceful, and aligned energy. And if you compare that to, the energy that is inside, for example, a big city, with buildings and, little nature, pavement, cars, um, that has a different vibrational quality. Uh, it has a different energy, um, which is not, negative, I would say, but doesn't have the same uh, replenishing, replenishable effect that, an ocean has, or a forest. And what you also have to account for is the energy of the collective consciousness, which is much more intense in a big city or in a big office compared to being in nature. That people also emit an energy, and their energy is made up out of, their past positive and negative experiences, and also how they think and feel and act each day. Someone that, um, for example, is very mean, has a different energy than someone that's very positive and kind, and it feels different to be around that person. It's also different if we can take a different example. For example, someone that is stressed a lot has a different energy than with someone that is peace and calm. And so in the city, you find lots of people, and all these people are on their own journey, and have their own unique energetic makeup. Um, and lots of people still have unresolved traumas or have emotions, and we are not generally people that is very in touch with their emotions. So that translates to emotions, usually a painful, sad, or angry fear being suppressed inside, kept inside, and so becoming a part of the energy of a person that gets radiated out. And so if you have lots of people that have suppressed emotions and put them together, inside a city or an office, and you enter that place, let's say you're going to work for the first time in a company, then you sense that energy unconsciously, and you pick it up, you feel it, and it affects you. And this can be draining. It's tiring to be around people that have unresolved anger or sadness or fear. I'm not saying that person doesn't have any of those, or that I don't have any of those. I also have those things. I'm just making an observation around how in such a place where a lot of people come together, that there is lots of this energy, and it affects individuals. That's part of the reason why you're so drained sometimes, or stressed out. It's not really that you're maybe actually stressed, but it's more that the place that you're in and the energy of the people that you're interacting with are having an effect on you. And energy of other people is not necessarily something that has to affect you, but when you judge, which many of us do, have a small judgment, big judgment, often automatically, you open yourself more to the energy of other people. So let's say you're coming across a boss that's negative, or a coworker, and you're thinking to yourself, what a dick, fuck him, or he's annoying, and you're judging that. You are, as a result, opening yourself to connect to that person's energy, and you feel that, and it affects you unconsciously, even though you're not aware of it. What's much what is a healthier approach is to observe and not to judge, but simply allow someone to behave according to their own free will, and to stay in your center. And then you notice that the energy of other people doesn't really start to affect you too much, or less. That's what I have noticed. It's a way to keep yourself balanced amidst chaos or lots of people. To stay close to yourself, and to disconnect, from the negativity of others. So when we're judging, and also just around people that have issues, or issues, just suppressed emotions, it affects you, right? There's a different energy there. And if you tap into that each day, you go to work like in a big city, maybe you live in a big city, where there's millions of people, or even hundreds of thousands, you are part of that collective energy bubble. If you imagine the city, but with all the people, and all the people, they have their own energy that adds to the collective energy, the mini collective consciousness. And so being inside that bubble continuously, you feel sort of the energy of lots of those people. That's also why when you're inside a city and you decide to go outside of the bubble to nature, to a forest, to yeah, just a place where you're outside of the city, suddenly you are away from this energy, and you don't really feel it, and you're inside a different energy bubble, namely the energy of the forest. And this energy is just the energy of the forest, a pure natural nature energy, which is nice, peaceful. Right? But nature doesn't judge or have suppressed emotions. It's just peaceful. It's uh, loving. It's of a different vibrational quality. So that's why Mother Nature is fantastic to be in. It's also why I'm very happy to be in this place now. And over the years, I have discovered sort of how fantastic Mother Nature is, and there's this desire within me as of recent to be more inside nature, and it's really a nice feeling. It really feels like I'm being cared for when I'm inside nature, specifically forests. It feels like, I mean, the forest is alive. It's conscious, and it lives. And when I like walk into it, it just feels like I'm entering this palace of uh, of beauty and um, uh, peace and quiet. And sometimes it makes me emotional even to be there, and it makes me very grateful. And it also makes me care for Mother Nature more to to because I, I feel the benefit and understand through my firsthand experience the value. And so whenever I now ever interact with nature, it's almost like I'm seeing it as a part of me. It's not so much separate. And this influences how I feel, as I just described. Also, how I treat day to day, like animals that you come across. So there can be a spider in the house, or fly, or you see a wasp suddenly. And previously, years ago, you used to kill a spider or a killer fly, or um, when a wasp is there, you're like, get it away, kill it. Now I'm much more welcoming, to the animals, and I help them, for example, outside if they are um, inside, or when there's a wasp, I'm more calm. Uh, it's a, a small example, but it's a funny thing how uh, my relationship with nature has shifted. And it's nice, like it feels like the right thing to do, like a loving thing to do. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go to a forest today to enjoy Mother Nature. Um, maybe you were too. It also got me thinking about, where do I want to live later on? When I was younger, I used to always be like, oh, I want to be inside the big city, hustle and the bustle. It's exciting. But as I grow older, I'm much more happy and also inclined to live outside of the city, somewhere with lots of access to nature, fields and a garden and flowers and animals. Still close to the city, just like outside of the city, I still find the activity nice and being able to have access to it. I just don't need to be in it the whole time. Like I think the city has a pull on you because there's lots of things happening, and so I mean, it's exciting. The city, let me say that for sure. But at the same time, it sometimes feels as if part of the excitement is uh, a bit fake. Like the city always feels exciting from the outside, but when you're in it, you're like, okay, why did we come? Or and one day is enough, or a few hours is enough. But it has this, pull. It pulls you because there's things to do, and you think, oh, we can do this, do that, we can do some shopping, we can see some sights, we can walk around in the streets and sit at a cafe, which is, I guess it depends on who you are and what you like. I'm not bashing cities. I'm just saying for me, I enjoy this moment in my life, Mother Nature. All right, I think that's it. See you later.